Katrin. Nice to meet you.
It's
How
lovely
are
being
you?
with you, Gabriella. I'm fine, thank you. How about you, my friend?
It's really fine. It's a lot of snow here in Sweden, so well, I've been out a lot. It's been wonderful winter weather with the sun and all this white snow. It's very unusual here in Gothenburg, so it's lovely outside.
So you have a winter wonderland. That's awesome, Gabriella. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
And thank you to everybody watching us. Okay, if you're joining us live or later on the replay, say hi so we can say hi back to you. And Gabriella, thank you so much for having me. What can I help you with tonight?
yeah, we have been knowing each other for a while now, and I usually do an interview like once in a month, and then I invite some person that gives inspire to me, and you are one of them. So that's why I wanted to interview you, that where you can talk a little about why have you gone with your business online, and what are you doing? I know you're from Germany, so please tell people a little bit about yourself. But before I introduce you, if you haven't met me before on my live, so I am Gabriella Grotenfeld, and I'm the founder of GabriellaGrotenfeld.com. And as Katrin said, if you're watching live, please say hello, and if you're watching the replay, just hashtag replay. And I work and help entrepreneurs and small business owners to grow their business online using simple social media strategies and develop their leadership. So a lot of people that's following me knows that, but some of you are maybe new. So welcome to my live show. And Katrin, please tell me a little bit about yourself. And
Absolutely. So, I mean, I'm not sure how much time you have, Gabriella, because there's a lot to tell, obviously, about our business journeys, right? But for me, I actually fell in love with products and used them for 6 years before even looking at the business side of things. I was so against network marketing. I was like, no, that's not my thing. I don't want to do that. That was also due to how I was being treated. The person who enrolled me, she saw the potential, right? And she was trying to help me and she was trying to push me. And I was nowhere ready to do that. So to me, that was a very important lesson to really get clarity on what is it that people want. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I think to me, that was a very valuable lesson. Although it was very uncomfortable at the time, I actually had to threaten her. I told her, if you don't stop calling me, trying to make me do ABC, I'm not ordering anymore. That is what it took for her to really take a step back. So that was very unfortunate. So 6 years passed by, right? I work a corporate job in part-time. I have a family, I have children, or one kid actually, to this point. And I have my therapist practice on the side, right? And all of a sudden things start to change. And I attracted a few of my uplines. I didn't know what an upline was back then, but they came to see me in my therapist practice for burnout, right? And I was like, okay, so they're all making superb money, but they're, for whatever reason, they end up in burnout. And I have been in burnout before in my life, and I've made a promise to myself that's not a place I'm going back to. Okay, I've been there.
I've been there too, so I know.
Once is enough. You have. I'm sorry to hear that, Gabriella. Yeah. So for me, it was clear when I opened myself up to the business aspect of things that that was not where I was going to go. But I was coachable. And and so I did what they taught me to do, right? I would do the home parties. I would literally vomit all my product experience from 6 years over people who just wanted to learn a little bit more about the things that I had, right? And I did have some success. I'm not going to lie. It did work. But it was such a strain of energy, of time. I would have to clean my house for 2 hours to have a few people come in. Then when they're gone, I would have to put everything back to what it's supposed to be normally. So for me, that wasn't a very enjoyable process. And I could feel myself getting back into that burnout place again, right? And I was like, I'm not going there. So that's why I went online.
Yeah.
And literally, I mean, this is way before the whole world changed a few years ago, right? Because of the big C.
Okay.
So my upline was like, no, we don't do social media. That we don't need that, right? We have enough people who bring enough people in, so we're good. Thank you so much. If that's what you want to do, you go for it. But no. And so I would spend hours, nights online in Eric Worre training and all the other gurus, right? Taking a ton of notes. I have binders full of notes here in my office. I won't show it to you, but and I just didn't know how to apply all the amazing things that I was learning, if that makes sense. Right? And I was really close to giving up, to going, no, I mean, yes, it is working for me to some extent, but my team, I didn't want to, tell them, you go do the home parties, right? When it wasn't really working and effective for me. Some of them did, but they weren't seeing the same success that I was seeing. So I was like, I have to find something. I have to make this work, especially when I enrolled this one friend of mine who was like, I need the plan B to actually become my plan A very, very quickly, right? And so that's actually when I found an ad that resonated with me. It was talking about the one thing that uplines don't tell us, okay? And I resonated with that because that was exactly the feeling I had when I would talk to my higher up uplines, like, oh, you just talk to people. That's all you do.
Yeah, and the bucket list.
Have you? Right. So I did talk to people, and I'm good at talking to people, but they weren't able to teach me how to actually talk effectively with people, let alone that it matters who we talk to, because you can be the best salesperson in the world, but if you're trying to sell, steak or veal to a vegan, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yes, you might
trust.
Absolutely. Right. So why would they? So when I found that ad, I got sucked into the attraction marketing world, which is how we met as well, Gabriella, which I'm super thankful for. And and I would have really loved to have found it sooner, I'm going to be honest. But for me, things changed very dramatically from having found that onwards. I am a very shy person in nature. I know that some people think that's not true, but it is very much so. And when I got started on social media, I was so scared. I feel like I was the shy deer. I live in the Bavarian forest in Germany, right? So there's really a lot of forest, lots of trees to hide behind. And that is actually how I felt about social media, right? Yeah. I understood the power of that, the amazing potential to reach people all over the globe and have leverage in what we do. But when you're really scared to show your face, it's kind of hard, right? So I had to overcome that, and I did. It took me mentorship. I mean, I'm going to be honest here. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I hadn't found this community that we're both a part of. Yeah. And also the personal mentorship. I did invest heavily in my skills, and I did get out of my comfort zone, little step, to a point where I'm now building an international team 100% online. I mean, if people do say, hey, in my real world where I live in the Bavarian forest, if they approach me, I'm happy, of course, to bring the opportunity and the products to them. But that's not my main focus anymore. Yeah. And it's way more effective, and it's way more enjoyable. I have my own German coaching group, right? That I've had for 3 years now. And I'm just launching my first English course as well to become a social media magnet. So that's super, super awesome. And I couldn't be more thankful, actually, also to myself, to dare to take a bet on me when it comes to investing, when it comes to also, how do I say that in English? To accept the fact that although I'm a professional therapist, I'm a professional, corporate person, I can do many things, but nothing prepared me for the skills I had to learn in network marketing and again in taking it online. So I hope that answers your question a little bit, Gabriella.
Yeah, it does. And I can recognize myself in it very well. I've been a manager for 25 years. And when I started up my business, it was like, well, this will be easy. I know how to have a company. I have been a leader for over 200 people. But the skill sets that you need is so different from
Mhm.
being a manager, because then I had people to do the things that I wanted them to do. I told them we will go here, and they helped me to go there. But now I needed to think it all by myself. So it has been a wonderful journey, and it's still a journey. And we have been talking before and helped each other. And I just started to do, those short movies on YouTube. And the
Awesome.
morning after, when I woke up, it was like a lot of comments. I was, what? So it's, you need to learn the skills, and you need to, I think, as you said, to invest in myself. I'm a single mother with 2 daughters, and all my time, all my money have gone to them. And now I'm 50 plus, but I dared and I invested in myself. And this mentorship that you are talking about, to have someone not doing the work, but helping you to keep on track.
Absolutely. And for me, it was also important to have somebody believe in me
Yeah.
during the hard times when I would, doubt myself. Am I really cut out for this? Maybe this works for awesome ladies like Gabriella, who've been managers before, and I don't want. But for me, little old me from the Bavarian forest, we don't do live videos where I live. I'm like, when I walk in the street, people go, "Oh, she's the influencer." And I think, "Oh, where's the mouse hole I can hide in?" Right?
Yeah.
Not anymore, I have to say, but it's a journey, as you were sharing before, right? It's a journey, and we can grow in that. And you are in amazing hands here with Gabriella. I know that the thing that I got started in my attraction marketing journey is a 10 video series that's really going to help you lay the foundation, understanding how this business works, understanding how you might make this work for yourself on social media. And it's very, very powerful. And as you were saying, Gabriella, right, there is training on, you can do things on the platform that you're watching from right now. You can go and branch out to other platforms. You can repurpose your work. It's all about working smarter rather than harder, and actually leverage the time that we put in there. Because truly, I mean, maybe the number one mindset shift that I had a few years ago was, yes, it's, it is taking a chance on me investing money into something, right? And by the way, the video series is completely free, right? So don't worry, you can get that absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
And I would strongly recommend, if you haven't watched that, it's a friend and mentor of ours who's got a heart of gold for helping people like us really succeed and become the person we're meant to be. But it's really, okay, it was scary investing, taking money and spending it for myself. I mean, I'm used to spending my money for my son, for our family, for going on vacations, right? For a car if we need it, for our house. But investing it in myself, like big time, that was scary. But what I understood, and I think if you take nothing away from this talk, maybe this is it really. You can make money back always. And I hope you would agree with me, Gabriella.
Yeah,
But the
I
one
agree.
thing, but the one thing that you can never make back is your time. Once it's spent, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I hope that you can feel that, or if you can feel it, that there is something waiting for you, something to be explored, an adventure, so to speak, to go on. I do really hope that you're going to reach out to this amazing woman here by my side, Gabriella Grottenfeld. I don't even know your last name. I hope I didn't butcher it.
No, you pronounced it really well.
Awesome. And she's going to help you. She's not going to, as she said, she's not going to do it for you. Nobody can, but you can do it. And if you have the skills and a mentor like Gabriella by your side who's going to, believe in you during the hard days and the dark days, and when you feel like you're failing, and she can make you understand that you're not failing, you're learning, hopefully, and you're moving forward. And at some point, truly, if you believe in yourself and if you have the right circle around you, the sky is the limit, and then some. So that would be my 2 cents on that.
Thank you very much for your for telling so wonderful things about me, and we have get to know each other a little bit, and you are a little bit ahead in the journey, so you help me as well, so that's wonderful. To in this community, we are not we not compete to each other, we actually help each other, because the brand is not the company or the products that we are selling. The brand to have a success online is to be you and to be authentically you. So that is a way to learn as well. When I started out, it was like, I will only have my business page. I will not involve my personal profile at all. And I did that for almost a year. But then when I tried to combine them, wow, it was amazing how many things that happened. And it's still hard to find a way. And sometimes you're struggling. But one thing that you told me and that I really has listened to is to organize yourself, and those words, to work smarter, not harder. And when you find those things where you can actually see that you save time, and one thing of saving time is also, as you say, invest in a mentorship. Ask someone to help you, because yeah, it's money to put in, but your time costs money as well, and you will have the success faster because people like us that have been investing and have learned things, we can help others, and then you can
Absolutely.
save your time and your money to have result much faster, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like every one of us is unique, right? I have my journey and you have your amazing journey, Gabriella, right?
Yeah.
And so and people are going to resonate with you and not with me. And that's just beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But what we can do is, or I mean, I'm sure you're doing the same thing, is like we're compressing the learning curve of other
Yeah.
people, right? So you don't have to go all the way that we've gone, right? But you can shorten your own journey. And I mean, to me, that's one of the best and most beautiful gifts that we can give to other people. Actually, not help them in doing it for them, but help them show the way and
Yeah.
have the backs as they're going. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And to have those amazing interviews with each other, because then you can see that you get to know and love people all around the world, because you work globally and you get to know people all over. It's it's wonderful. It's one of the best things I ever done to invest in myself in this. And I know for sure that you feel the same, even if
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's just a pleasure, meeting someone like you from Europe for a change. I mean, just so
yeah,
you know, right? The mentorship company that we're with, they're in America, right? So usually when I get asked on an interview, it's usually 2 o'clock in the morning, my time zone, right?
yeah.
So when you asked me, I was like, yes, of course, let's do it right now.
It's
Because we're in the same
in
time.
this Europe time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Europe, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Thank you so
wonderful.
much for having me, Gabrielle. It was a pleasure. I know that you have girls to attend to, right?
Yeah, and you have a son, so let's take Sunday evening. It's evening here in Europe, but from wherever you watch, maybe it's morning or late night. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching the replay, just write #replay. And if you want to have more information about how to attract prospects online, or how you can do to save your time and work smarter, just down there, comment me or send a private messenger and I will come back to you. So take care, Katrin, and thanks for offering a few minutes on a Sunday afternoon to help me with this interview. So take care, and I will see you
Absolutely.
in
Thank you so
some
much for having me, Gabriella. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.